Hey, how's everybody doing? Today we are going to do Q&A. It's been a while, haven't done a Q&A in a while, so today I'm gonna answer your questions. I asked you guys on Instagram to send me some good questions. And you guys, as always, come through. So let's get started on some of these questions. All right, Richard Scene says, near-death experiences, maybe while herping. While herping, there's definitely been a few times where I've either almost fallen down like a steep bank, or I don't think I've come close to drowning, but that is definitely something I try to be aware of, especially when I'm doing snorkeling or diving for turtles. You always want to, put safety first, and that's generally I lean into safety. There's no animal worth pursuing or catching that's worth your life. So that said, I've had a couple close calls with venomous reptiles. I've had a couple close calls with, like I said, just falling down steep banks into, maybe stuff that would have killed me, maybe not, I don't know. But I just try to avoid that as best I can. I can see the sulcata over there, he's munching away. Cypress Knees Studio asks, how difficult was it to get teaching permits for my turtles? It's not that difficult, it's just you have to have a definite plan, you have to know what you're talking about, you have to approach it in a kind of an organized manner and go through the process. I mean, every state's process is different. I'm lucky that my state's process is very straightforward. You have an outline, you let them know what you're wanting to educate on. In my case, I want to educate on native turtles and native reptiles, what people can do to help them and help with conservation of them, identification. That's where I put the most work in. And then obviously I have a YouTube channel that is able to reach hopefully beyond just here, just beyond my state, beyond my country. So I'm fortunate that it's all worked out, and it's been great for me. It's been great for the animals, and that's kind of what I focus on. Valerie_Calvajo 5 says, what do I think the future of turtle keeping will be like? I would think that, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I see a lot of people that are doing things indoor are kind of doing the biotopes and the planted live ecosystems and stuff. So I would think that in the future we'll see more of that with hopefully some smaller species kept indoors. Things like Spangleri, there's a lot of people that keep those indoor and make really amazing indoor enclosures for them. I think that'd be, that lane I think will develop more. I think we're also going to see people go the other direction, and I think we're going to see more advanced outdoor keeping. I think maybe more naturalistic setups, maybe people going in very specific lanes, like captive breeding things. I think that we will be limited in the future. I mean, there's only going to be more laws. There's laws for a reason. So I think we're going to be limited in maybe what we can and can't work with. And so hopefully that leads to people putting in more focused efforts and more organized efforts in what they are working with. And I hope that makes sense. How is the Yosemite's grandis doing? He's doing good. Both of the grandis are growing, and they are hungry hippos, man. They eat all the time, and they're really fun to watch eat because they can eat on land, they can eat in the water. They spend most of the hot part of the day hiding under stuff, and then they come out in the early evening and the early part of the nighttime. So that's pretty cool. Duran Rivero, 2026. Do you incubate your turtle eggs or let them hatch naturally? Which do you prefer? For the most part, I let everything incubate naturally. I mean, like in ground, I just let the turtles lay them and just get the hatchlings when they hatch out. There, every now and then, if I see something lay and it makes sense to kind of get them out of the ground, I will. And I've incubated stuff. I mean, with the loggerhead musk turtles, I get so many eggs. Some incubate in the ground, some I do in an incubator. Things like cooters. A lot of times I'll try to incubate those just because it's such a large nest. I don't want something else digging them up and laying on top of them or something. But I try to do both, but for the most part, I prefer things to incubate in ground. You get a bigger, more robust hatchling. You get a better survival rate out of ground hatched hatchlings, in my experience. Some people may feel the other way, but that's just my experience. Gail Garina Piestamaria. I hope I said that right. Can I explain all Calidra subspecies, common, Florida, Mexican, and South American? To explain them, I mean, at one point there was 4 subspecies of Calydra. So you had Calydra serpentina, the common snapping turtle, Calydra osceola, the Florida snapping turtle, Calydra rosignani, which was the Mexican snapping turtle, and Calydra acutyrostris, the South American snapping turtle. I think it's within the last 10 years or so, they decided that the Florida snapping turtle was not significantly diverged from the common snapping turtle. So the people that do those things decided that they're just a common snapping turtle. However, they do have physical differences. I mean, that's undeniable. They have longer tubercles on the head and neck. They have a kind of ventrally flattened head that's a little bit wider. They have wider vertebral scutes because they do have a wider head and neck. The tail has 3 rows of osteoderms going down it, as opposed to the 1 row like the common snapping turtle. You know, they're different than the common snapper. The common snapper tends to be larger, darker, lives, you know, much farther north in North America, has a pretty wide range, goes from the East Coast all the way over into, I think, Colorado. And then they've also been introduced all the way out to California. The Mexican snapping turtle, similar to the Florida snapping turtle, long tubercles on the head and neck, also has very long little barbels on the chin, which look kind of neat. Just a very kind of rugged, rough appearance. And then the South American snapping turtle looks a little bit more like the common snapping turtle, smoother shell, not long tubercles, and kind of a, you know, brown color for the most part. So amazing group of turtles, intelligent, strong hunters, and really, really cool. So hopefully that explanation works for you. If you want to learn more, Google. All right, so last question, soda, pop, or cola? I don't know, man. I don't drink those things really. Around here, I'm from Atlanta, man, so we just call it all Coke. But my grandfather called it pop. And for the most part, if I'm talking about any of those types of drinks, I call them soda. So I don't know. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I prefer to drink water. That's just me. So thank you guys so much for these questions. Appreciate it. See you guys next time. Peace.